Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the SunWoman. Welcome to my channel. This reading is for the month of July 2023, and I hope this reading helps to tap into your intuition, helps you tap into your intuition, helps you manifest your intentions, and provides a sort of weather report of the upcoming energy so that you know how to move for the month of July. If you would like to work with me privately, I would love for you to join my 3-month Breakthrough and Elevate program. The link with details is in the description box below. All right, Capricorn, so let's go ahead and get started with you for July 2023. First thing I want to say is that there's a lot of activity in your chart, or a lot of activity for you in general for the month of July when it comes to relationships, one-on-one relationships, specifically long-term relationships, partnerships, could be business partnerships as well, and also finances related to other people in your life. Okay, so we'll get more into that, but let's go ahead and clear the energy for Capricorn and take a look at what is going on potentially for Capricorn in July of 2023. Let's go. All right. So in the recent past, coming into July from June, you have the Four of Swords. Covering you is the Lovers. Okay, now what did I just say? I said 7th house, one-on-one relationships, partnerships. 7th house has to do really with long-term, okay, partnerships. So people that you've been connected with, either a long-term relationship or a marriage. So that is the Lovers card covering you. We have the World in the near future. That's an awesome card. That's beautiful. I really like the World. And let's go ahead, and we have the Ace of Pentacles crowning. Go ahead, Capricorn. What are you doing? What are you into? What seeds are you planting, and what blessings are coming from the universe for you, Capricorn? We'll take a look and see. In the area that rules other people in your life, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I already see where we're going here. We have the Seven of Wands in your obstacles. Okay. And then the outcome, you have the Ace of Swords. Wow. So you have two really powerful aces, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in your reading. I already love this reading. Ooh, interesting. The base of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So let's see how the Seven of Swords fits into all of this. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the astrology. You have the full moon in Capricorn on the 3rd of July. So that is your yearly full moon, which is going to, of course, be very significant for you. Any full moons in our, that are conjunct or in the same sign as our sun, moon, or rising sign are going to be significant to us. Again, full moons have a lot to do with relationships, and again, that is that connection there with other people in your life. Sometimes full moons can be really emotional. Things kind of come to a head that have been bubbling a little bit over a span of time, maybe for months, or maybe in the previous 30 days since the new moon that was in that sign. So what I can say is make sure you keep your head. The moon is in your sign, Capricorn, whereas the sun is in that other person's sector. So this may be a time for you to really think about compromise when it comes to relationships. There may be a need to compromise on some issue. This very well could be around finances, because I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles. That's in the area ruling other people, external influences. So someone that you're dealing with may be really holding on to money, kind of hoarding it, not wanting to give it up, not wanting to share, or maybe that person, not from a negative standpoint or from a malicious standpoint, but they're really, really concerned about building their own foundation. And if you are a part of that, there may be less of a inclination for them to to give the majority of resources here. They may be looking to you to be an equal partner, or to help, add on to or augment what they have already put together, collected, saved, built, right? Because Four of Pentacles has to do with foundations as well, not just financial foundations, but foundations as the base of our prosperity, as the base of our lives. Not just finances again, but also resources in general, our skills, what we bring to the table. It can also represent physical things like property, savings, stocks, bond. So again, the Four of Pentacles here and that other area definitely talks about someone being very concerned about holding on to what they've already saved or what they've already built. Okay, so that is, but you do have the new moon in that house, in that 7th house, on July 13th. And really, that's kind of a new beginning. It really is a new beginning where relationships are concerned. And so it may be that full moon on the 3rd had to kind of bring things to a head so that you could talk it out. There's a lot of emphasis on communication because you have Neptune and Saturn in Pisces in your 3rd house. So a lot of influence of, as far as things that were not really being talked about, kind of bubbling up and coming out. The need to talk about things that have kind of been hidden or maybe swept under the rug, that have been a sort of burden. Maybe some of you are feeling with Saturn in your 3rd house that you have to kind of hold your tongue, or you're not free to speak your truth. And I think that what Neptune is going to be doing as it's retrograding, it's kind of going backwards and drawing out those truths, and that may be what comes to light during that full moon on the 3rd of July, and then builds or sets the stage for a new connection with someone. Now, this could be a romantic connection, long-term partnership. It can also be people that represent you, like a manager or a publicist, right? So anyone that you have a contract with is also in the 7th house. So some of you may need to renegotiate a contract. That 3rd house does have to do with contracts and kind of signing on the bottom line. Make sure with Saturn and Neptune in the 3rd house that you're reading contracts very carefully, that you're reading, between the lines before you sign. Good idea to make sure that a lawyer looks over whatever you may be contemplating signing, because there may be clauses in there that you are not clear on, and that if you agree to them, could be binding to you for at least the next 2 years. You will have a hard time getting out of that contract. Okay. Marriage is also a contract. So, right, you do sign a marriage license, marriage certificate. So some of you may need to really evaluate, are you ready to sign? Are you ready to, create this contract with this other person? That may be something that you need to think about, or have a conversation, have a real honest conversation with your partner about the contractual stipulations. I'm talking to you, Capricorn, so you get what I'm talking about. We're kind of pulling back the emotional aspects of a relationship, and thinking of it, as that CEO that you are, that natural leader and, CEO, so thinking of a marriage and a long-term relationship as a contract that you're going into for life to build something with someone else. Okay. And so just like you would vet your business partners, you want to make sure that you're vetting your life partner. Okay. So sorry, to take the romance out of it, but I just have to bring this to your attention because of that influence of Neptune and Saturn in the third house, right? You may learn something about someone that you didn't know before because you never asked the question. Okay, or the question was on your mind, but you didn't feel like you had the freedom to ask, and now it's going to come up, and you're going to need to ask those questions, right? So, which is not necessarily going to be a negative outcome. It could be super, super positive. It could be the answer that you were looking for and kind of allays your fears, okay? You also have, again, we're talking about 8th house, so this is resources related to partners. Your partner's resources, Mars and Venus. Venus is retrograde in the 8th house. So the 8th house, where the 2nd house is what you bring to the table, the 8th house is what your partner brings to the table. So make sure that, people talk about, ask about your partner's credit, make sure that they that what their financial life is like, so that what you are connecting with once you enter into this contractual agreement with another person, right? Because their influences can affect their finances can affect your finances. You want to build together, make sure that you are both able to, to do that, in a position to do that. Make sure that this person doesn't have financial agreements or obligations to a previous romantic partner that is going to cause difficulty in your relationship. With that Venus retrograde in that 8th house, it could be that your person is paying alimony, or maybe that person owes support, whether it's spousal support or child support, right? So make sure that the person that you're dealing with is not, I hate to say it, but a deadbeat as far as what their financial obligations are to people from their past. Venus retrograde is the past, kind of bubbling up. Someone may come out of the past and say, listen, they owe me this, or they didn't take care of this responsibility. So just keeping it real with you, Capricorn, and giving you, information that's important for you to know. But you also, and again, this could be with Mars there could be arguments about shared resources, arguments about shared income. But on the flip side, on the good side, there could be aggressive action taken to fix those issues that may come up with your partner's resources. So, and you may be able to support them with that. This also can be taxes. This also can be inheritances. Definitely speak with your partner after you watch this reading and have that conversation with them. Is there anything lingering, anything I should know about, anything that you may not be aware of that could come back and bite us, All right, so that's the planetary aspects for you, but definitely the Neptune in Pisces and the Saturn in Pisces is in a positive aspect, because whatever does come up from your communications, it is going to be in your best interest. It's a sextile with you in Pisces, so it is going to help facilitate something for you. It is going to smooth the way. It's going to improve things. It's a very positive aspect, and one that you shouldn't be afraid of, right? Again, communication being key. All right, so let's go to the cards. Let's see how, again, I just took a look at this Seven of Swords, right? And I was saying to myself, with all these really super positive cards here that you have, where is the Seven of Swords, energy coming from? So again, this could be that energy about maybe someone hiding information that you need to know. Okay, so be careful, make sure you're looking under the veil. When Neptune goes retrograde, it allows us to look through the veil and behind the veil, okay, in order to see the truth of what was previously possibly an illusion. Okay? So we have the Four of Swords as you're coming out of June into July. So I feel like some of you maybe have been taking time to rest, relax, rejuvenate, refresh your energies. Maybe you've kind of, retreated a little bit. There's a need for self-care. Capricorn, you're very ambitious sign, all about the bag, all about your money, all about building your reputation, building your empire. But, kings and queens have to rest sometimes. So make sure that you're coming into July. Hopefully you are coming into July with a refreshed attitude, that you've taken care of your health. If you had to go to the doctor, if you've had to have surgery, if you had to if you decided you just wanted to get a massage or a facial, it's very literal as far as this card, but definitely it has to do with those things that allow you to rest, recuperate, and regenerate your body, mind, and soul. Okay, so that's quite important as you come into July, because I think there's going to be a need for a lot of mental energy. The Lover's card is here. It is covering you. And again, that aligns completely with our message here about relationships and how important relationships are going to be. For some reason, in this card, my focus is on the male image here. And it is saying to me, take a good look. Take a good look at the person that you are connecting with. They're not holding hands yet. They're about to. He has reached out his hand to her, and they're about to hold hands. Just make sure that you're taking a good look before you make emotional decisions here. All right. I feel like you're protected. The angel, he is here, and the angel is, it could be your guardian angels. It could be your spirit guides. Someone is, you're under protection. Again, I'm seeing the snake behind the female figure here. Now, gender is irrelevant here, right? So we're really neutral as far as gender. I'm just bringing to you as the messages are coming to me, and the focus and the pictures are appearing in my mind. The snake is not a great symbol. The snake is a symbol of betrayal, right? We think of Adam and Eve in the garden of Eden, and the snake tempting Eve. The apple is there, so there may be again some aspect of falseness or something being hidden. So want to make sure that you're looking very closely into look before you leap. But I think that by mid-July, you're really going to be in a position of success and power and balance. The world is here, so the world is your oyster. Next to the Ace of Pentacles, which is kind of the overriding energy on the reading. I mean, this is such a powerful combination of success, especially financial success, but also worldly success, kind of having the world in your hand. And look, and here's the coin in the hand. That's a gift that's being handed to you from the heavens, a gift from God, a gift from the universe. So I really feel that, those of you who have been putting in the work, who have been, working hard, building foundations, you're really going to see in July the fruits of your labor. Okay. Some of you, there could be a promotion. There could be, again, moving into a higher position, moving into a position of power, where there will be more money offered for you in that role. Or I also am seeing some of you becoming well known in the public, whether it is through your own maybe marketing efforts, through social media. Third house is again communication. So make sure that you are representing yourself authentically. Okay, that authenticity is a huge message here as far as you and the people that you're dealing with or the person that you're connected to. Authenticity is going to be key. So make sure that you are presenting yourself authentically, because that is where your success is going to be, Capricorn. Who you are and what you bring to the table, the real gifts and skills and talents that you bring to the table are what's going to resonate with the world around you and those who you're trying to connect with, right? I'm seeing sales here. So some of you who are in sales, this could be a really significant month for you as far as, doing a really good, brisk sales this month. I think it's been a long road for you, Capricorn. I think you've really had to come really far, and you're like at the end of this journey now. I'm looking at this road in the Ace of Pentacles. It's long. It goes all the way back there into the mountains, So you had to climb over mountains, but you're the goat, right? So we know that you know how to climb mountains. That's just natural for you. You've had to climb up the ladder. I'm seeing this, this not jewelry, but I guess decoration that's on her hand, and that reminds me of a ladder. So you've had to climb up the ladder, and I feel that you've done that to reach the pinnacle of success. There are definitely, it keeps coming to me, there are definitely people around you who you need to watch, though. So that, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. There may be people around you who are false, who are wearing a mask, who might be trying to take what you have or take credit, I'm getting. Make sure you're copywriting. Okay, so we're getting back to that third house thing. Make sure that you are copywriting or patenting, trademarking your intellectual property, because that could be a source of contention for the month of July. Okay, why I'm feeling that is because I feel like you're going to have to fight somebody off. You're going to have to stand your ground, and there may be a need for you to stand up for yourself, fight for what's yours, fight for your rights, fight for credit, and stand strong, right? If you do that, you're going to win. Victory is assured. Victory is assured. Look at you fighting here, standing your ground. You're this martial artist. You've got a special set of skills, right? You're not going to be taken here because you've got a special set of skills. And in the outcome here, you have the Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is victory. It is guaranteed victory. But you may have to fight for it and willing to stand up for it. And again, some of you may have to fight for it with people or a person that you were previously connected to you, and it might be difficult for you to grasp the concept of having to fight for your rights, okay? What I think here is that, you need to be willing to protect yourself. That's the bottom line. Okay, you're going to need to protect yourself, and by doing that, you'll be successful. Again, you may be dealing with someone who, again, is trying to hold on to something. It may not just be theirs. It might be something that they're trying to hold on to that's yours. So you may need to recognize that, have a conversation, and fix that situation, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and pull one more card here for you, Capricorn. Let's see what we've got. This is the Runes for Modern Life deck, and see what the final card here is for you. We've got for Capricorn for July 2023. Okay, what is this? Ansus. Okay, beautiful. Ansus is about communication. This has been a theme through the entire reading, through the transits that you have here. Can't stress it enough. There's definitely a need for communication. This is messages. This is revealing, right? So when we open up a fortune cookie, we reveal something that was hidden, a message that was hidden, our fortune, a prediction, or a message that we were not expecting. So you may get a message that you were not expecting, but it's information that's going to facilitate you. It's going to help you. Someone, there could be someone, Pisces. Fish is very significantly represented in this card. That big fish there. There's two here. The lotus is here, so lotus has to do with spiritual messages and spiritual connection. Listen to your inner voice, Capricorn. Listen to the voice inside your head. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your spidey sense, okay? That is not going to steer you wrong at all. But, with all of this bounty that's on the table here, there's definitely, I feel like you're going to be provided for. The universe is providing for you. The chopsticks here, again, this talks about connections, you and someone else. Two people, there may be a need to make a choice. This is giving me Two of Wands energy as well. Very obvious here, but this is someone that you could be dealing with. It could have a ethnic background, an Asian background, AAPI background. So that might be significant for you. But in any case, communication is key here. So make sure that you are having the hard conversation and asking the hard questions. And regardless of what the outcome is, regardless of what the answers are, Capricorn, things are going to land in your favor and you're going to be victorious. Okay? If you do the right thing. Oh my goodness, I can't find the camera. All right, Ace of Swords. So, again, I hope this reading, I hope you love this reading. I hope it's helpful for you. And again, if you would like to work with me privately, I'd love for you to join my 3-month Breakthrough and Elevate program. And you can check out information in the description box below. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Wishing you all the best, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.